Yes, everybody. Good evening. How are we all doing? Hope everybody's had a good Saturday. Another weekend of football to round up. Another weekend done. Um, I mean, some pressure building on some managers. Definitely, definitely. Potter definitely under pressure. Ruben Amorim needed that for Man United today. Desperately needed that. Otherwise, I think they might have been looking to sack him. Obviously, fell a bit lucky. So, yeah, I mean, in fact, I did fall asleep for the Man United game, so I just want to make sure. Yeah, 2-1. Did finish 2-1. So yeah, tomorrow, Arsenal City. I think City will end Arsenal's title hopes tomorrow. Liverpool were a bit early doors today. They were at it. They were thriving a little bit. You could see they were going at Everton. And Everton look a tough nut to crack. They look like David Moyes is going to, let's just say we Everton, not put them in the top 6, 7. I don't think. I just don't think they will. But I don't think they'll be fighting anywhere near relegation zone like they have done in previous seasons. So it's an interesting weekend. I mean, Tottenham, they look okay. The I know obviously they were losing 2-0, but they seem to have a lot of firepower. And when Solanke starts playing, and you've got Richarlison, Kulusevski, Kudos, Mateus Tell, Mawani, Johnson. They've got a lot of firepower. Now it's if they can click. That is the only thing with Tottenham. It's if they can manage to click. That otherwise it might just go off. So um, I I don't know how to see who's going to be a threat at the moment to Liverpool because I'm sticking with it. Um, if Man City, which I think they will beat Arsenal tomorrow. To me, I know people call it crazy. Of course, it's crazy. It's early doors, but Arsenal's title race is finished. If Man City beat Arsenal tomorrow, that's it for Arsenal. We're done. Because you look at it, HA Rich, good to see you. Good to see you, HA, my guy. Hope you are well. Joseph Connor Golding. Big up Joseph Connor Golding. Hope you well, my guy. Saw Liverpool vs Everton earlier on. First 30 minutes, great Liverpool, but last 60 minutes, hardly anything. Grealish was brilliant. Perfect. Yeah, they went at him, Joseph. They were really gunning at him. They were like the intensity and urgency were there. They were smothering him. They were, bringing him in. They were opening gaps. Um, Ekatike were really playing well, causing a lot of problems for Tarkowski, etc. And that finish from Gravenbach. Oh my God, mate! Honestly, if you've kicked a ball yourself or played for a football team or played on local part, you'll know how hard that goal is to score because he's got to like Ali McCoy said, the ball's running away from him as well, so he has to just swing his foot round, but literally just put a tiny little bit of power on it and height. That's when he's running and all and it's travelling. That's an hard finish. That is a really hard finish. That's you don't see that many goals like that. That were a really good goal. So yeah, Liverpool. It looks to me as well like Konate has got through that really bad period at start of season. It looks like he's getting settled again. So I just look at it like this, people, and I think you can't fall 6 points behind your rivals, especially someone who won the league by 10 points last season. You just can't let that happen. I just don't know how a lot of people won't agree, and I get that because you can't say, "Oh yeah, it's early, it's too early." But if you look back, football's changing. There's no room for error no more. It's been proven. You just don't see like Liverpool losing 2 in a row. And if, like I said, if Man City beat Arsenal tomorrow, well, currently now Liverpool are 9 points in front, 9 points in front of Man City. So if Arsenal, I'm saying they won't beat Liverpool tomorrow, then of course, surely you've got to agree that it's over for Man City. That means they would have lost 3, and Liverpool are 9 points in front of Man City. Anyone who thinks Man City can turn that round are going back on the previous. Yes, I get that. I do get that. But this is Liverpool, people. This is not Arsenal. This is not a team who was 8 points clear in front of Man City and blew it. Who were bottlers, who had a manager taking us into that lead. Taking us into that league, who's never managed before. This is Arne Slot, who's already won the league in his first season with obviously Liverpool coming from the Dutch Everdies with Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar, go ahead Eagles. He knows what to do. He knows how to get over the line. He's not going to let those players at Liverpool just buckle and just say, right, let's down tools, lads. He's going to be on it. He's going to be on it. He's going to be pushing and pushing and pushing and pressuring. And again, like Joseph said, Everton did come at Liverpool. And I will say this as well. Big up to Bournemouth. And big up to Everton, because Bournemouth really took the game to Liverpool in a lot of stages when they played them first game of the season at Anfield. Yes, there was 2-0 down, but they really went for it. They showed bravery, shown true bravery to go at Liverpool, to think, yeah, you're champions, but you know what? We're not here to mess around and we're not giving you no respect. And they nearly drawn. Today, Everton, like Joseph said as well, went at Liverpool. There were stages and a lot of times in game where Everton were really going at Liverpool. They were owning them. They were beating them first to the ball. But Liverpool had done the job. But you could see, even at end, Liverpool had a corner. And Liverpool had a corner. And Arne Slot, again, absolutely, hands up to Arne Slot. What did he go and do? Arteta probably wouldn't have done this. Van Dijk, Canate, you ain't going nowhere. Stay back. Stay back, because already he's thinking we cannot draw this game today. We need to keep winning. We need to keep winning to get a nice little gap, which they are developing right now. So just clever management from Arne Slot again. Like I said, it was end at game, corner, Van Dijk, Canate, you're not going anywhere. And he made them stay back. And they were literally in their own half, ready. Because if Everton broke, obviously they would have been outnumbered. So again, just things like little tweaks from Arne Slot. His man management is good, man. He knows what he's doing. And this is why I say, when Liverpool, develop a 6 or 9, if you count Man City, 9-point gap, you just don't see it folding. You just don't see Liverpool capitulating. They've been there before. They've won titles with Klopp. The title with Klopp, sorry. They've won trophies while Arsenal haven't won anything. They won the league last season. Arne Slot won it in his first season. He must have thought, how has this happened? First season, I've won the league by 10 points. He must have felt like he was in a dream all season, because Arsenal didn't even turn up last season regarding the league. So I see it as, if Arsenal beat City, I'll say this first scenario, the league is done for Man City, because they've lost 2 already and they've messed up. They've messed up early doors. Yes, they might go on a 15-game unbeaten run, but it's too late. It's too late, because you've lost that many games already. And if Man City, which I'm saying they will do, beat Arsenal tomorrow, I think Man City are going to be really, really up for it. Then they will end Arsenal's title hopes, because it will be that much pressure on Arsenal and Arteta. Then we have to go to St James's Park and we have to win. We cannot lose. We cannot draw. Then we've got, I can't remember who we've got after that. But there's no draw. We're not even allowed to draw people. That's the pressure what will be installed straight away if Man City, which I think they will, beat Arsenal tomorrow. It'll be like every game, it's a must win for Arsenal. It's a must win. We can't draw. We can't draw. Liverpool. I think Liverpool's got Crystal Palace coming up, Chelsea coming up, Man United coming up. And I'm not just saying it. I don't see Liverpool even drawing to those at all. I see them taking care of all them 3. And like I said, it's worrying if they're just starting to switch. Like early doors against Everton, they were at it, like Joseph said, they were really smothering them, they were suffocating them, they were just opening them up at ease. It looked like they had an extra man at times, and then they dropped off a little bit. So that's where the worry creeps in for me. That if Liverpool are just getting started, they might win another 5 games without even drawing. They might not. You know, it might be a crazy scenario where Liverpool lose the next 2 games, but I do not see it. I do not see it. So there's a lot to talk about. Man United, I think Ruben Amorim is on a string. I don't know how Man United will look at it because the board have obviously gave him a lot of money again. Well, not again, but gave him money to spend. He spent like nearly 200 million just on attack. So I don't know what their thought process is. I don't know if they're going to pull the plug on him or back him, keep it going. Because it seems to be like, oh, Man United turn up, they beat Chelsea. I know there were red cards in game, of course, Robert Sanchez, etc. But even against Arsenal, Man United were fantastic, and they was better than Arsenal. We know that. But if it wasn't for Gabriel and Saliba, like it has been a lot of times, we know we would have lost. So I don't know what happens with Man United. I'm so glad though. I am really so glad. He might turn out to be brilliant halfway through the season or next season, but I'm so glad we did not sign Sesko and we got Gyökeres. But these pricks like Egan and Moneypenny and all others, oh, it's got to be Sesko. His ceiling's higher than Gyökeres. It's got to be Sesko. Shut up, man. Shut up. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Tottenham. Are Tottenham going to be an outsider? I think they might be up there, to be honest. They're definitely going to have a better season than last season, 100%, especially under Thomas Frank. And I want to know about Forest a little bit as well. I think Forest are in a bit of I'm going to say a bit of a mess because I'm not a fan of Ange with his management. But one thing I will say, he gets his players like the possessed, they're running around like madheads all over the pitch, all over the pitch. I remember when he took over Tottenham, and I think they played Bournemouth. And I think they're away at Bournemouth. I think they were. I can't remember if it were home away. And he got the players literally like possessed, running everywhere, all over the pitch. So that's not good enough, though. Do you know what I mean? That's not. You know, you need balance. You need calm. You need. You can't be running around like headless chickens all the time because next minute you're 2-0 down. So I think Forest have made a big, big, big mistake sacking Nuno and West Ham. Like I said, this is Arsenal chat, football talk. If I were West Ham, I would be all over trying to get Nuno Espirito Santo. I've said Mourinho. I'm as Talk TV with Tony. I mentioned Mourinho, but no disrespect to West Ham. I just don't think Mourinho would go to West Ham because he needs to know he's going to be backed. And I don't think he will come back to the Premier League. And if he does, I think the last job if he does come back to the Premier League with Moreno, I think he will go to Newcastle because it will honour his friend while understudy at Barcelona with him, with Sir Bobby Robson. I think he would just love to have that one last dance in Premier League and manage Newcastle if Newcastle decide to part ways with Eddie Howe, which at the moment, Eddie Howe, no way. I mean, Eddie Howe's a great manager, brilliant manager. So West Ham, I mean, I honestly think Potter's going to be sacked very soon, very soon. I don't even think he's going to get another game. I think they're going to be discussing it, and I think they'll sack him. But who would you go? I personally would. If I were West Ham fans, I would want Nuno Espirito Santo. I honestly, what he did for Forest last season, I think it was brilliant. I think it was. I know he had Milinkovic and Morello at the back, which is very two good, very centre backs, and Matt Sells in net, goalkeeper, which is a very good goalkeeper by the way. But these players at West Ham, and you think they're too good to be fighting the relegation zone. Bowen's good, Paqueta's good. Um, and Callum Wilson, if he can stay fit, he's a decent striker. So I just look at West Ham and I think they've got to sort it out. It's gone too far. It's 1 minute they're moving forward as a club, then they're coming back down, and I think. Sorry, people, it's your nose. And I think West Ham need to really now find a manager. Lopetegui, that didn't work. The Wolves manager, Sevilla manager, it just did not work. So they've got to find that manager. They've got to find that manager now. This next appointment for West Ham, I think, is vital. HJ, this year I can only see us and Liverpool in a title race. And to be honest, neither Arsenal or Liverpool look convincing. So it will be interesting. Yeah, I mean, Well, I mean, it I'd like to say I can see us in a title race, HJ, but it's just this manager, mate. Like tomorrow, we're all getting ready for Moreno, Zubimendi, and Rice, and we'll throw nothing at Man City. We'll have little tiny glimpses of intensity and urgency. Man City will come at us and attack like crazy for a long periods of game and not stop. But it seems like Arteta, we'll just rely on Gabriel and Saliba. They'll soak it up all game. You know, they'll stop them from scoring. Next minute, Haaland turns up, bang, goal. And I mean, Haaland to me, he's just unreal. That guy can score any single goal. Phil Foden's on form. Doku's lightning quick. Joseph Conagoli in Leeds and Palace, great performance today. But how bad is West Ham and that's what I'm saying, Joseph. Wolves, you know, under Pereira, I mean, you thought last season they went on a good run. Do you know what I mean? Strand Larson was scoring goals. He was worth 60 million in summer. Newcastle were looking at him. And now, like I said, it you can be playing as a player, individual, you can have 15 good games. Let's just say, sorry, 10 good games, your valuation skyrockets, goes up. You can have 10 bad games and your valuation just literally capitulates, goes down and down and down. Strong Larson in summer, you know, people saying 55, 60 million. I bet now you're talking 45 straight out. And this is the thing with football. It's so short lived. And like I say, look at Pereira at Wolves last season. He did wonders with them. He got him away from relegation zone, etc. It kept them up. They were comfortable in end. And now you look at him and you think, well, let's just say that going back to Strong Larson, 100% guarantee, 100% he will not be at Wolves in January if this carries on. No chance. And I'm hearing has he just signed a new contract or something? That's just to protect his value. He ain't playing for Wolverhampton in January if they keep playing like this because he's not amazing. And I wasn't a fan of him at Celta Vigo. He wasn't really a prolific goal scorer, but he seems to be doing okay at Premier League. But you would take him. You would have him as a backup striker, definitely, or someone like, you know, um, a team what's struggling a little bit would want him as a first team player, definitely. And Palace, I mean, bring me Mateta to the Emirates. Oh man, I think that guy makes it look easy sometimes. I'm a massive fan of Mateta. It didn't really happen at Crystal Palace when he first came to him, but under Glasner, definitely. In the last 2 years, he has really turned up for Palace. I'm a massive fan of Mateta. And when he's got players like Will Hughes playing, you know, Will Hughes at Derby County years ago at Watford, and he's got him back into team. It's crazy, man. Um, Vigilante, big up Rich, big up Vigilante, big up my guy. You are well. Go and subscribe to Vigilante people if you already haven't. Come on, Arsenal. Hello, buddy. I enjoy watching your live. Thank you very much. Come on, Arsenal. Yeah, please do smash up the likes as well, people, and subscribe if you can. Big up, come on, Arsenal. Hope you are well. Gavin L, big up Rich. Where are we? Gavin L, big up Vigilante. Big up Gavin, community settings. Great to see. Joe's going to go in. Got to say, Leeds and Sunderland, Xhaka and Sean Longstaff both goodbyes for 15 million. Yeah, man. Sean Longstaff's a baller and he knows what it's like to play under pressure, etc. 100%. He really does. And Xhaka, he knows the Premier League. And for the last 2 seasons, he was really good for Arsenal compared to his previous 6, I think. What did he do at Arsenal? Was it 7 years? I think we signed Xhaka in 2016, 2017, I think we signed Xhaka. Come on, Arsenal. We went to Anfield with mentality. Let's not draw. This one, absolutely pathetic. Absolutely. Come on, Arsenal. This is it. We go. We tomorrow. If we think we'll just soak all the pressure up. Gabriel and Saliba will take care of it. We've got a great defense, which we have. And we just think we'll just let Man City, you know, have the chances, show the intensity, urgency, and we'll be okay. We'll be fine. I'm telling you now. Man City have got a bit of a. They're starting to score, and Foden's clicking. You know, Doku's lightning quick, rapid. And I have said, start the season, if Doku starts bringing the end product and starts putting the ball in the net, he will be one of the best wingers in Europe because that guy is absolutely lightning quick. The way he shifts that ball at his feet is ridiculous. and he's got very close control, and he's very stacked. Todd Burge, big up Richard, big up Todd, hope you well, my guy. FC always, big up my guy, hope you are well. Glasson unbeaten, 17 games, proper manager, and he lost Eze and could have lost Gate. Yeah, AFC, absolutely. 17 games, people, in all competitions. He is, man. He said it other day, earlier on, sorry. And he's played people like I just mentioned, Will Hughes in team. We played for Derby County years ago. Watford were literally an outcast at Palace. And do you know what I mean? He's a good manager. He was good at Frankfurt as well. He's got Kamada playing in Palace team. He's got him integrated back straight into Palace team, who obviously had him at Frankfurt. He was very good at Frankfurt. And then he went to Lazio, I think, and it didn't really happen. So Glasner thought, there's a player in him. There's a player in him. Let's bring him to Premier League. And he's got him playing, man. The Muniz, good player for Palace. They've got Jeremy Pino now from Villa. Palace are moving, mate. They could finish 6, let's just say. Just going to go to Tottenham 2-0 down and draw, which is good considering for them. Yeah, against Brighton as well. FK Arsenal. Big up my guy. Big up FK. Big up Rich. Hope you're all good, mate. I just hope Frotetta is not a coward tomorrow and plays. Yeah, but this is it. We hope. I want Eze in that number 10. I'm sick of saying it already. But I don't think I've got no chance of seeing it. But big up FK. Hope you are well. I'm good, thank you, my guy. Todd Burge, I am watching match of the day and I just seen Zinchenko. Yeah, he literally kicks the ball into his own net. Just seeing Zinchenko is terrible. He fell over when all he had to do was kick. Yeah, it wasn't even like an odd kind of ball coming at him. He just needed to just brush it out with his foot and he swept it in. Was a kick the ball out. I highly recommend you watch it. I've seen it, Todd. Seen it already, my guy. AJ, 6 likes. Thank you very much, people. AJ, did someone order an Arsenal fan? Well, there's plenty of Arsenal fans in here, man. There definitely is plenty of Arsenal fans. And this background, I've been searching for different backgrounds because obviously I've got a green screen. But when I move into a different space, I am gonna build my own little kind of background thing, and be a bit creative. But this one, I kind of like that, and I do like that in Emirates. How it's that colour. I do. AJ, big up Rich every time. Big up AJ, my guy. Hope you all well. AJ, big up Todd every time. Gavin L, big up AJ. AJ, big up FK Arsenal every time. AJ, big up Gavin L every time. Todd Bird, big up AJ. AJ, 8 likes. Brennick 74, big up Brennick. Please go and subscribe to Brennick at 74 as well, people, if you already haven't. Evening, Rich. And to chat, we can win tomorrow, but Arteta will be the master plan of a loss or draw. He will get. This is it, people. This is. We don't want to be on here like me, especially saying negative things. Oh, title hopes are over tomorrow and stuff. But it all goes back to this stubborn, smug prick wanker of a manager, and that's where it comes from with me because I don't trust him to go full throttle against Man City because I'm scared. Well, I tell you something now. If you're scared, you're in the wrong job. You're in the wrong job because this is the Arsenal. This is Arsenal Football Club. And we used to show no fear against anybody. And in our attacking positions, we used to implement fear just in that alone. Teams would be shitting bricks just thinking, we won't be able to handle that attacking option, that attacking prowess from Arsenal, let alone the other guys. And I just don't see that with this manager. It's all nicey, big cuddles defensively. It's got to stop. It's got to stop because you can't keep going through games and thinking, oh, yeah, well, we've got Gabriel Saliba, which on the day, we know for a fact, like I've said a million times, they are the best centre-back period in world football. Absolutely facts. But you can't keep relying on them and putting the pressure on them and saying, well, we'll play all defensively, we'll keep it compact, nice and tight, we'll show tiny little glimpses of intensity and urgency, and we'll hope for the best that the whistle goes and we've nicked a goal, we've scored a penalty, we've scored from set pieces, we've got a VAR decision. Because this is Man City, people. They don't give a shit. Rodri's back. They're thriving. That guy starts picking form up. He's the best midfielder in the world by a country mile. Simple as that. And him and Reinders, if they start partnering up with each other, they're going to be a formidable force. Foden looks like it's his season where he shines. He's been going average, brilliant, Not last season, season before, were brilliant. Then last season, it were average. Now it looks like he's turned up this season again. He's sparkling. He's thriving. He's loving playing behind Haaland, feeding him. You know that goal against Man United with Ed. He's a special talent. He's a special talent. Foden's brilliant because when he plays in that central position, he's fantastic. He really is. And this is what I'm saying. We shouldn't be thinking, oh well, we think our manager might go defensively, and but the facts are he probably will. That's the thing. We just see Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Mikel Moreno in midfield. That's all we can imagine tomorrow. We can't imagine seeing Eze in that number 10. We just can't. We really can't. Or if it's not Moreno, it's going to be Odegaard. Is he a little bit better than Moreno? Attacking? Probably 10%. Odegaard will slow the play down, will slow Arsenal's play down massively. And Reinders and Rodri, if they're on it, they're going to boss the shit out of Arsenal's midfield. They're going to knock them all over. So this is why I said I don't see us winning tomorrow. I really don't. Before the fixtures came, well, when the fixtures first came out, and I don't like to change things, but I did say we'll draw in this game. But I have changed. I have changed, and I've gone now with in the last week and a half that Man City will beat Arsenal tomorrow. Just gonna go in. AJ Top Gunner is on about grating on it. Oh man, I think Simono at Bournemouth. I love Antonio Simono. What a player! And Jacob Murphy at Newcastle. Both better myself. Both have. And yeah, man, absolutely. Jacob Murphy were balling out for Newcastle last season. He scored like 7 goals, I think it was. He's a brilliant player. He's a workhorse. He's got final product. He scores goals and he sets a lot obviously for Isaac up last season. I'm a massive man. I'm a massive fan. And Semenyo, I mean, oh god, what a player! What a player! Even if Saka decided to leave by January and said, I want to go. Real Madrid are in for me. I want to leave. And we got offered 100 million. I would take it for Saka and I would be all over siding Semenyo because I think Antonio Semenyo is capable of playing all over that final third. I really do. Some players can do it, but not the best at doing it. Some players can't do it. But someone like Semenyo, I think he could play left, right, and I would even trust him as a lone striker sometimes. I think he's absolutely class. And currently, obviously, well, before he came to Bournemouth, playing at Bristol City, I think he only went to like Bournemouth for like 9 million, I think it was. But his contract runs till about 2029, I think. AJ trade 29 for Larson. Yeah, that'd be a decent. I'd do that. I would. Larson is better than Kai Havertz. AJ, big up Brennick 74 every time. AJ, big up Joseph every time. Where are we? Let me just see. Joe's gonna go in. Big up AJ Brennick 74 at AJ. Big up mate. AJ actually trade 29 for Mateta. Please, thank you. Yeah, mate. I mean Mateta, bring him to Arsenal. That guy would rival Victor Gyökeres to take the number 1 spot. I think he's absolutely class, mate. The way he goes about his business, he's always there. His instincts, like again with that goal today, you could see him. His eyes were on that ball, thinking that ball's going to come to me. Boom, goal. AJ, then find a way to get Adam Watton here as well. Yeah, I mean, I do see Adam Watton similar to Declan Rice. I'm a big fan of him. Crystal Palace have got some really good players. Joseph Cunningham said to Shane that Moreno, Rice, Zubimendi is worst midfield of the lot. Shock. Yeah, it is. It is. Come on, Arsenal, your score prediction, bro. 2-0 Man City. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I honestly do. I would love to come on here tomorrow night and say, Anza, straight up, I got it massively wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. But I just think Man City are going to be so up for it. They're not going to want anything what happened last season when we battered them 5-1. That's the first thing. They know for a fact if they lose or draw, the Premier League title for Man City is done and dusted and it's finished. So they've got literally one last chance to save their title. 3, Haaland's on it. You can see he's hungry for goals. He made a statement towards the end of the season before it finished. Not happy with his individual performance, and it's not acceptable how City have played all season. Yes, they've messed up early doors at the start of the season, and that to me is enough to stop them winning title. Even though I did predict them to win title, so I got that wrong. But he just looks hungry. He looks like he could be scoring 30 Premier League goals this season. So I'm saying Man City 2-0. AJ, for anyone interested, the Arsenal ladies are away to Manchester United, 2:50 p.m. Kick-off tomorrow. Can't wait. Yeah, and there's been some sad news. Former Liverpool manager, I think it is, or is it no? Who have I just seen? Is it? I've just seen one of the AJ. I've just seen one of the managers. 47. Is it Chris Bird or something? He's died. I've just seen it. God, is it Man City's manager? Former, I can't remember now. I've just seen it. One of the Chris Bird, I think it is, or someone like that, has just passed away at 47. And Man City women, they won on Friday night against Tottenham women. And you know what were crazy about Man City women? Shaw didn't even score. Did not even score for Man City women, and she's a brilliant striker. Joe's going to go in Bournemouth vs Newcastle. Yeah, that'll be a decent game. That will be a decent game. Joe's going to go in Bournemouth vs Newcastle and Sunderland vs Villa tomorrow, and Arsenal vs. Yeah, and I tell you something now. I think honestly, even if Aston Villa draw to Sunderland, I think, which I did a stream about Aston Villa earlier on, I honestly think Unai Emery is in touching distance of being sacked. Monchi, the sporting director, the ex-Seville legend, as as people will say in Sevilla, who then went to Roma, and then I wanted him as Arsenal sporting director, but obviously we got Edu, and then he went back to Seville again, Sevilla. I don't, he's no nonsense guy, and I do think if Aston Villa even draw to Sunderland tomorrow, I think Unai Emery is either going to be sacked or he's got a game to save his job. I honestly do. And I did think Aston Villa would go for Jose Mourinho as well, like I thought West Ham would. I thought, but maybe not. Maybe teams in Premier League now just don't want Mourinho. I don't know. But would Villa then come in for Nuno Espirito Santo? I don't know. I don't know. Because to me, Nuno did a fantastic job at Forest. And I do think they're in trouble. I think they've picked the wrong manager. Wrong manager. Some good games tomorrow. And it's crazy now. Like, you've got 2 matches. You've got your Saturday morning on TNT Sports, which kicks off at 12:30 every Saturday. Then you've got your R5, which has been on Sky Sports on night time for a few years now. Now it seems they've got another game on a Saturday night to finish it off, starting at 8 o'clock. You've got 3 games on a Sunday, and they used to not televise the 2 p.m. games. Now that's televised. I mean, you are spoilt for choice. Definitely, you do get a lot of chances to watch football when you've got Sky and TNT. Todd Bird, Rich, what's your score predictions for tomorrow? And I want to see new whole squad on Wednesday against Port Vale in League Cup. Yeah, I think we lose 2-0 tomorrow against Man City. Well, today now in England, for me, we can actually say we're playing today in England. Joe's going to go in. Roderick was sloppy if he's Man United, but he will get better more he plays. Yeah, it will. It will. It will get better. Or there's a chance we might not see the Roderick of old because that injury could have done him. But Rodri's still getting up to speed because he's been coming back and then getting a little setback with his injury. Todd Bird, if Man City score first, then we have to attack. Despite Arteta does not like it, he has no... Absolutely, yeah. He's going to be forced, Todd. There's no hiding then. No chance. If Man City score, we've got no chance of just defending and hoping. We have literally got to go at Man City for the rest of the game. AJ, 2-1 City, sadly. Joe's going to go in. Everyone knows they will put Doku on Calafiori's side. That guy's rapid, mate. I'm telling you now. Jeremy Doku is absolutely lightning quick. I haven't seen the player shift the ball out his feet like he does, sorry, for a very long time. And I've kept saying it. If he brings that end product, he is going to be one of the best wingers in Europe, 100%. Todd Birch, I don't care what the score is as long as it gets Arteta sacked sooner the better. Absolutely, Todd. I want this manager out of my football club. I want him out. I am fed up of him. I'm sick the way he can just like, oh well, I don't want to play as a number 10. I'd rather play Martin Odegaard, my love child. I just want to play, Eze on left wing. Well, he's not a left fucking winger. And he can play left wing, he can do a decent job, but for God's sake, man, he's not a left winger. He's more effective from a number 10 position. Against Bilbao in week, you've got Darren Fletcher and Ali McCoist already mentioning it. I think he's more effective from that number 10 position. Yeah, I just think he'll bring more creativity from that number 10 position. What the fuck are we doing here? This is our manager, people. Again, he's going to spoil somebody who's coming back to Arsenal from his boyhood club, and yet he can just do it because it benefits himself rather than Arsenal Football Club. Because what it will do, it means he can play Odegaard as a number 10 and Eze on the left in the same team together. And this is it. We will not see the best of Eze at Arsenal because of this manager. And I just don't think it's not fair, man. This, like Todd said, I just want this manager out of our football club. I want a manager, a winning, proven manager to take charge of all these great players. What we've got now. Todd Burge, 30-0 Man City. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure it'll be that much, mate. Todd Burt, yes, former Liverpool and Bristol City manager. 4 women died. Sad, man. 47 as well, I think it was. Come on, Arsenal, why not try 4-4-2? Moreno as a second striker and Madueke Martinelli as wingers. Because we lack the creativity midfield. Let's try something. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Come on, Arsenal. This is it, my guy. Like I always say, go with 4-3-2-1. He he won't. You know what I mean? This manager will not do anything like where I think that's the best solution, or pundits say it. Do you know what I mean? He just doesn't. It's all about Mikel Arteta. Anything it's what is it? What would I say? Benefits Mikel Arteta more than Arsenal Football Club. That's the way it goes with him. As long as it benefits Arteta rather than Arsenal Football Club, that's how it is. And this is always what he is, and I'll stick by it. He won't change. No plan B. Stubborn. Get out this club. And that's how I see it. I don't see him changing. I mean, this is the I don't know if you can see this. That's the lineup, what I went with. And I've made a mistake there because I've picked Calafiore, but I thought, well, he's on form, but I would probably go with Incapi. But to me, I looked at that and I think Madueke is doing okay, but there's no end product, not scored a goal yet. So keep him in team, but play him as a left winger. Give Ethan Wanyeri the run on the right wing, which he can play on right as a right winger. He did it last season. Eze in the number 10, definitely. Gyökeres as the striker. Look at that look. Look at that at the back. You don't see even my favourite player there, which people know now. William Saliba is my favourite player, and I'm still saying play Mosquera. Don't risk Saliba because if he picks up a little knock on his ankle, next minute we might have Saliba out till maybe November, and then we've messed up big time. So that's how I would go with it. I don't know what people would think, but like FK says, 4-2-3-1, and I'm a big fan of that. That is my favourite formation. I really do like that. And with that, what I've done, it's a little bit different. I've gone with like a flat 3 at the front, but you could say it's like a 4-2 with Rice and Zubamendi. And then Eze, I kind of just gave him that number 10 free role and then the 3 up top. But But 4-2-3-1 is my favourite formation. It feels like you've got an extra man on pitch, even when you look at it. So, um, it I just don't know, man. I really don't know. I just think with City, they're really, really gonna be up for this. They really are gonna be up for this. So, I'm sticking with 2-0. I'm sticking with 2-0. And what do we think if let me just see these, sorry. So Bristol City to beat Oxford United, 4-0 Bristol will always be red. Todd Burge, Liverpool game on Tuesday is on ITV. Oh, wow, that's good. FK Arsenal 93, I will play 4-3-2-1, 4-2-3-1. So this is what I want to know. If we lose to, if Man City beat us tomorrow, try not to think of as it's 21st of September. Just think of the number of points. Don't think, oh, because it's September. But if Man City beat us tomorrow, is Arsenal's title race over? That's what I want to know. What people might think. What do people think in chat? Because I have said Arsenal will be at the title race by October. Just predicting what I think, with my predictions with the games. And I said we'd lose to Man United. I got that wrong. I did say we will beat Leeds. I got that right. I said we'll beat Forest. I got that right. What we got? What we the next? Man City, obviously tomorrow. I said we'd draw, but now I've changed it in the last week and a half that we will lose, which I don't really like changing it. And I did say we'll lose to Newcastle. Obviously Liverpool, I forget that one. I did predict we'll lose to Liverpool, so I got that right. So I've got Liverpool right, Forest right, Leeds right. Man City, you can't really count it because I've changed it. So I did say draw. So but now my prediction is based on now in the last week and a half, which I am going with a Man City win, and I'm even saying 2-0. And I do think Newcastle might beat us. I think Newcastle will beat us. I don't know why. I just think Eddie Howe knows how to score, Arteta, and he gets a tune out his players. Okay, Arsenal 93. I think it will be a draw or Man City win. I just pray and hope we win 6 points. We win 6 points behind Liverpool will be too much. Thank you very much, FK. Honestly, like this is why I say it, people. Take the month of September out your head and just like what FK just said, and put the number in your head. Don't think of the month just because it's only September. Think of the number of the tally. And FK, sorry, has just said what I keep saying. 6 points behind your rivals, especially Liverpool, who won the league by 10 points last season, is too much. It is too much. Why is that not showing like that? And I just think it's too much. I honestly do. It's you just can't see Liverpool, man. You just cannot see Liverpool losing a game yet, and it means straight away. Well, Arsenal, they've lost 2 already. Man City obviously would have lost 2. It's perfect for Liverpool. It's literally just like put you in Liverpool's hands. Even if they lose again, even if Liverpool lose the first match, say Chelsea beat them or Crystal Palace, they think, well, still 3 points clear. They've still got that leap. So, which I don't think they will. I don't think Liverpool lose for a while. I don't. So again, like what me and FK have said, a lot of people say, "Nah, you can't say that. It's September. It don't matter if it's end of August and you lose first 2 matches. If you fall 6 points behind to your rivals, you're in shit street, people. You don't fall 6 points behind to your rivals by end of September. No chance. Not Liverpool. Not when they've won the league previous season by 10 points, and, it looks like Arne Slot has installed that champions lion mentality. It it just don't happen. It does not happen. You need to be falling probably, I would say you'd get away with, you wanna fall maybe 2 points behind at the most, around about end of September. Middle of October, you might fall a 4, but 6, 6, 6, 6, I'm sorry, but that's too much. Um, FK Arsenal 93, I think it will be a draw. Sorry, I've seen that one. Todd Birch, mutants will use same old excuse or make a new excuse. Yeah, there'll be a new excuse up like, oh, the referee lived in Manchester when he was 7-year old. Do you know what I mean? You can hear it now. FK Arsenal 1983, the cowardly play at Liverpool. Fuck us. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I can see it again tomorrow. I honestly can see the same happening tomorrow with this manager because it's all about him. He's never, ever, ever been a manager in his life. He never got a cap for Spain. So why the hell should he be leading Arsenal to winning a title? He shouldn't. He should not be allowed to do this. He should not be the manager of Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal, deserve a proven winner manager what's been there, what's slogged it out for 9 months, what knows how to tweak games and thinks, right, this game's not happening, it's not working, let's change it up. Why have we not got a manager like that at this football club? Why have we picked somebody who's never played for Spain, his national country? I don't think he's got a cap. He's never managed in his life. Why have we been landed with him? Why? And he was a decent footballer at the most, and I mean at the most. That's it. And he was at Arsenal for 5 years a player, and he was definitely no legend. Far, far from it. And yet, perfect example. Patino Overmars, signed from Ajax and Monaco from 1997. Both left to Barcelona in 2000 as a duo, and they're absolute legends at this football club. Just just an example there. Todd Birch, I expect Man City will play Donnarumma tomorrow. 100%. Donnarumma is going to be Man City's goalkeeper rest of the season, mate. Honestly, definitely. Trafford, he'll be the backup to Donnarumma. Don't you worry about that. Come on, Arsenal. Arteta has to give Eze more freedom. Yeah, he does. Come on, Arsenal. 100%. And you know what? He has to play Eze in the number 10. But I bet you now it's Moreno, Zubamendi, or Rice, Zubamendi, and Odegaard. And when I think of Martin Odegaard, I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed he's the captain of my football club. I'm absolutely embarrassed. It's an absolute piss take that Martin Odegaard is your captain. I mean, that annoys me itself. That really does bug me, knowing that Odegaard is Arsenal's captain. Todd Birch, who plays at centre back with Gabriel? I'm going Mosquera. Todd, Saliba's my favourite player, always has been. Watched all his loans, as I always mention, but I would not risk Saliba tomorrow. No chance. No chance, because I'd rather him miss this game and then knowing, yep, he's fit now, he can play in the next game, which I don't look to have got after that league. I think there's an international break coming again. And I would rather just not risk him because I don't want him to catch his ankle and with his manager thinking, oh yeah, well, he's not 100% fit, but he can play because you can imagine Arteta saying to medical staff, well, Mikel, he is fit, but there's a bit of a risk if that ankle gets caught, it could lead to a yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk. And you can imagine Arteta being like that with medical staff. You really can, backroom staff, everything, because he's a stubborn, smug prick. And I just think if he plays and he gets caught, even a little knock, that's it. You might say, right, or hear the news, William Saliba is out for about 2 months. So then you think, "Oh, well, that takes us into, like, November time." And I can see it, man. I can see it happening because it's happened so many times with this manager. He forces players back. He wants them to rush back. Declan Rice, you know, probably playing Odegaard with a bit of injury. Played Declan Rice with like a broken toe. Ben White should have had surgery. No, carried on playing him. Timbers came out. This manager causes a lot of problems for Arsenal Football Club, let me tell you. There's no plan B. We don't get to Wembley anymore with him. There's no finals, there's no trophies. He stops us playing with freedom. He lets the players like, express themselves in little tiny glimpses of the game where it's a little bit of urgency, a little bit of intensity. I want him out of my football club. I want Mikel Arteta out of this club. I hope to God that Berta takes a dislike to him. I keep wishing that, and I hope he falls out with him. I really do. Because if you can't all the things what Arteta does, he makes so many problems for this football club. So to me, Mosquera, yeah, he's done well since he came in. He's looks like he's in sync with Gabriel. He's confident. He's strong. He's quick. And it looks like like I said, his confidence is up. I would keep him. I would keep him alongside Gabriel, and do not rush Saliba back. That could be a massive, massive mistake if they do that. Because if Saliba gets injured, oh, I mean, did you see Lee Gunner on Dan Potts' channel from other day? Lee Gunner destroyed the mutants and he deserves more respect for. Yeah, I did it. I mean, if you're on about the roundabout, Todd, it were like Lee were just on it. He just didn't stop. I did see it. Roundabout's my favourite podcast. I think it's fantastic. I think it's class. When you got DJB on there, Shane Gooner, Jezzy's Arsenal, Kenny Ken. None of those were on it this time. I think it's really good. It's really good. I do like it. But he were right. Lee Gunner were right. Like, stop disrespecting like to Igal, to people like DJB, Jez's Arsenal, Kenny Ken, Aaron Talks Arsenal, Shane Gillis. Stop disrespecting those people. Those guys have got a lot of knowledge about this football club, and you just it's so disrespectful. It is. Like, without going into it, how can people like Igal, I even the Money Penny, what a little wet wipe he is, and people like that. You look at the some of the clips and stuff, and you think the way they talk, it's like watching a kids show. I'm not joking. It's like watching a kids show. How are these people? How the hell is Alex Moneypenny on Sky TV? That really, really infuriates me. How the hell can Sky have a twat like him on Sky live on TV when he didn't even know where Patrick Vieira was signed from? What a fucking little knobhead. And I mean that and all. Like, it bugs me that these people worm their way in, the little arse-licking bastards, to get on TV, to get on Sky, to commentate at Arsenal, to get Arteta interviews. It's pathetic. They're lying every day, and there's that many people out there what so vulnerable, especially Arsenal fans. Oh, really? Is that what's going to happen? Okay, I'll like and subscribe. I'll follow you. They ain't got a clue. They've brainwashed absolutely thousands. And I think it's disgusting. And I've said that so many times on my stream. I think it's absolutely damn right disgusting that these people like Moneypenny, Harry Simew have lied so many times. Adam Keys, Roy Talks BS, and they've suckered all these vulnerable people in to like, to subscribe, to follow him on the social medias. And it's worked. It's worked. They've brainwashed thousands of people, they've used people, and just to get where they want to be, and that is obviously getting the freebies on the TalkSport, Sky, with Arsenal. I think it's disgusting, man. Absolute disgusting. Absolute wankers, a lot of them. I mean, how the hell can even when I think about it again, and I don't want to keep. How can you watch somebody like Moneypenny, example? How can you want to watch him and think he is doing good when he claims to be a fan, and he ain't no fan. He's a follower of Arsenal, like a lot of them, what have picked my club and people in the chat's club just to brainwash thousands of people to think, you know what? If I say this, let's see what happens. Oh, that's built some traction. That's got loads of views, loads of likes. Oh, I've got loads of subscribers, loads of followers. Next minute, I'll say anything. I'll say it's gonna snow tomorrow, but it's all gonna be in blue. Oh, really? Really? And all these vulnerable people are brainwashed by them, and they can say anything they want, and it sticks. And all they've done, people, yeah, anybody what's listening or on Twitter, they've used you. They're literally taking the piss out of you. They're laughing at you daily, thinking, "Look what you've done. You've subscribed to me. You've followed me. You know, and guess what? I get to have interviews with Arteta at Arsenal. I get to commentate on Arsenal. I get to go on Sky TV, all because I've bullshitted and took the piss out of you and got you to follow me, subscribe, etc. That's all they've done. They've used so many vulnerable people, and I think they're wankers for it. Absolutely wankers, pricks. And I seriously do mean that. Seriously do mean that. Like, you watch Moneypenny go live on TV and make a mockery of Arsenal Football Club, and the little dickhead just sits there. Yeah, but I wasn't even old enough. Shut the fuck up. What an absolute wanker. What a prick. Like, and it proved it. It proved it that he went live on TV and made a mockery at Arsenal Football Club. And it's like, oh, it's just all a big laughing game to him. I'm going to get some traction today, aren't I? That's going to be surfacing all around the internet, and people's going to be looking at it. I went straight at him, blocked me. He's blocked Shane Gooner. What a little prick that guy is. And how dare he make a mockery of Arsenal Football Club? Seriously, people, that really did wind me up to know that it lands him his gigs on Sky Sports and stuff and that. What are we doing here? What are we actually doing watching people like that on Sky? What's the world come to? Sky Sports used to be about Elspells, Tim Lovejoy, Soccer AM, Gillette Soccer Saturday with Jeff Stelling. I mean, what the frick's happened to Sky Sports? Do you know what I mean? What the hell are we doing watching little twats like Moneypenny on TV who didn't even know about his own football club and had to have fans from other teams answer his questions? What a doll's head prick. Mm. Where in Brennick 74, Eagle got destroyed last Wednesday. Yeah, he did. He got absolutely dog walked, Brennick. Todd Birch, Midsummer Norton won cup game 36-29 in rugby. I've been there for 3 years and won 3 league trophies and won 4 FA, so 4 cup competitions out of 5. Something Arteta can't and never will do. No, you're not. Managers in any sport are just winners, mate. Winners, 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 winners. Conte's perfect example. I tell you something, even with 10 men, Napoli look like they're holding Man City because Conte would probably tweak things. Gavin Elbrecht, 74. Mike Owen finally managed to grab another live again. Hi, Rich, and everybody. Mike, big up to you. Real one, this guy's people. Definitely Arteta out. Big up, Mike. Hope you are well, my guy. AJ9 likes. Yes, please, people. Smash the likes and subscribe. AJ, if we lose to City, league is done. Simple as that. AJ, it is, my friend. If we lose to Man City, the league is over. Todd Burge, hit the like and subscribe to Bridget West, let me just see, who is that? Bridget West? Have I missed something here? AJ 11 likes, Mike Arman, AJ 100%, Brennick 74. For them, it is following the manager and not the club. Yeah, absolutely, Brennick. They're in love with one man, and that's Arteta, and they're obsessed with him. And it just makes me angry, people. I don't even want to go on one, but sometimes you can't help it when you think, why should people like Alex Moneypenny be on Sky, representing our football club and making a mockery of Arsenal Football Club? Why should that be allowed to be happening? But it does. It does. That's the thing. And everybody, has my screen gone smaller? Just let me know what you think in chat. It feels like it's gone smaller. I don't know. It just feels like it's gone smaller for some reason. It might not have. But absolutely, Brennick. Yeah, it's all about Arteta. It's all about him. Mike Arman, Arteta is still living off the luck from the day. Of the other day. Cool, we won the game, but we were awful. Yeah, and because his sub scored against some pub team. He's been living off it. Yeah, I mean, Bilbao are not a bad team. You know what I mean? They're not a rubbish team, and they would hold their own in the Premier League. They would, but they'd probably finish about 10th in Premier League. Maybe, yeah, about I would say about 9th, 10th in Premier League. But like it's like, oh, brilliant win, amazing win, quality win. No, 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 mate. If you're going to start running your mouth off, all these Arteta fans aimed at you, obsessed Arteta fans, that we're all this, we're all that under Mikel Arteta, then I expect, like Mike just says, to go to Bilbao and take care of them very freaking easily, by the way. Not struggle like we did and have to be saved by Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard. I expect to go to Bilbao and get the job done quite early. But we struggled as always because at times it was boring as anything. The intensity, urgency was not even there. Was not even there. Eze didn't get to have a good game. Oh, guess what? Because he was playing on the left wing. Even Darren Fletcher, Ali McCoy's called it out. FK Arsenal 1983. Rich, who is Moneypenny? It's that Alex Moneypenny, people. Is I can explain it. He went on Sky on Overlap and made a mockery of Arsenal Football Club. He was being asked questions like, um, "Who did Patrick Vieira sign from?" What other ones? Something about what were it? What were it? There was a couple. There was about two or three, and he had to have fans from other clubs live on Sky answer his questions. It was an absolute shit show, and it were infuriating because I don't know. I wasn't even born then. I'm too young to know that. Yeah, because you hadn't even done your history one bit about Arsenal Football Club because you couldn't give a shit. You little prick. That's why. Um, AJ Rich, please call me, put if this is wrong. The moment we got a new manager, they will all be that manager out from yeah. They will. They'll be on it. Oh, your manager's shit. Look at him. He started and lost, 2 games in first 10 matches. That's all you're gonna get if a new manager comes on because they're in love, like weirdly in love with Mikel Arteta. They're obsessed with him. It proves it. It proves it. Rory Talks BS has got a poster behind him, a grown man poster behind him of Mikel Arteta. Gavin L. That's what is going to happen. It is 100%. Todd Birch, I just seen that Tim Lewis has, yeah, Tim Lewis has left. Richard Garlick's the new CEO. Yeah, and Ben Winston is going to be moved into the board as well, which is a lifelong Gooner, apparently a lifelong Arsenal fan, and a film producer, and some other people. There's a woman coming to the board to join the board as well. But yeah, Tim Lewis left. Yeah, 62, 63-year-old Tim Lewis has gone and left Arsenal, which was the co-chair of Arsenal, and now Richard Garlick is now the CEO. So yeah, a bit of a shake-up. Abdul Rich, what do you think of Arteta being compared to Osama bin Laden? Uh, I mean, I don't really want to even talk about that guy. Big up to you, Abdul. Come on, Arsenal. I'm fucking done with that look Liverpool has got recently. Absolutely sick and tired of it. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, like, I want to say this. Please don't look at it like, let me just see if I want to read everyone's comments. I don't like missing anyone's comment on a stream. Mike Arman, Todd Urge, the amount of people who are leaving the club, you wonder where there's something deeper. Yeah, I do. Vinay Vekaresham, Hus Fami. I mean, people might not know he was like one of the negotiators kind of thing, who previously worked for Sky TV, I think it was, and he came in. He was part of like the negotiating team. Sven Mislintat, he left. A lot of people, Jason Ato. I mean, when I heard he could get a sporting director, I was thinking this just sums Arsenal up. But obviously he's left. But I'm shocked Tim Lewis left. I wasn't a fan of him. I think he's holding us back a lot of times because he was kind of the person what went like that and tick the deal off and says, "Yeah, we can squeeze 5 more million, etc." He was the one apparently where it ended. Um, so I don't care if he's left, to be honest. I want this manager out. But yeah, Tim Lewis has left. Richard Garlick's the CEO. I'm not a huge fan of Richard Garlick, to be honest. I don't. Again, it's hard to know what goes on behind closed doors in the board. It really is. Mike Orman at Torbert, the amount of people who are leaving the club, you wonder whether there's something deeper there with them and Arteta too. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. It could be like that. Like Orman, come on Arsenal every fucking week. Torbert, yes, I completely agree with you, Mike. FK Arsenal 93. Rich, was he asked when Tony Adams scored that famous volley against Everton in 98? I think it was that. I think it was that. Who did Tony Adams score that famous volley where he nudged it with his chest and like literally sizzled it into the middle? I would say, not fully top corner against Everton at Highbury, and he didn't even know. I mean, it makes me mad. It makes me mad thinking that he was having fans from other clubs answering his questions, sat there like a twat. He looked like a little child. Um, But yeah, obviously Tony Adams against Everton. Mike Orman at AJ, 100% they will. And when players like Odegaard get shipped out, Todd Birch, that be Mooton's excuse tomorrow that Tim Lewis has left us in the middle of the week. Yeah, yeah, it's so bad, people. I mean, it's affected us all. The players are down. You know, you've got players crying in secrecy in corners of the changing room. They weren't going to play today. They were going to cancel it. You know, it's really affected them. It's hurt them. It's too much for them today. And this is why we lost to Man City, people, because Tim Lewis left. It's really affected us. All the players are sad. They've been crying. They were going to literally postpone the game. Yeah, that'll be an excuse tomorrow. Absolutely. Um, Mike Herman, come on, Arsenal. Although good teams win when they're not at their best. Yeah, I'm going to jump into this Liverpool. What you were about, Mike Everton, I believe. Yeah, it was against Everton. Tony Adams. Yeah, Mark Overmars scored on that day as well. The legend, the Dutch winger, one of my favourite wingers I've ever seen. What a winger he was, Mark Overmars. Boom, heads that ball down. Saturday morning, yellow away shirt, blue running straight through the cross, straight through across the middle, heads the ball down. Peter Schmeichel comes at him and nutmegs him. 97, 98, I think it was not yet. And I just remember that having my hair cut Saturday morning that day. But I want to say this about Liverpool people. When people keep saying they're lucky, they're lucky, they're lucky. So first of all, if it was Arsenal, you would be saying, yeah, we've won, we've took another 3 points. Yeah, of course you would. It's your team. Also, there's a few scenarios here. They are winning games because they're not giving up. Because on Slot, the Liverpool players, the Robertson, Salah, have won the league with Slot. They've won the league with Klopp, won the league with Slot. They now have a must not lose champions lion mentality installed into them. Just like we had at Arsenal with the Invincibles, 97, 98 team. It becomes installed into you. And you believe no matter what, if there's 10 seconds to go in that game, you will find a way and you will score a goal. Yes, against Bournemouth. Early doors, bang, 2-0, here we go. Next minute, find themselves 2-2. They brought Chiesa on. So, that happens. It's 2-2. Right. We need to do something. Change something, change formation, tweak something. Let's bring Chiesa on. That can be the magic weapon. He comes on and scores an absolute brilliant goal against Bournemouth. And then they score again. So obviously they win in end. So it's like they found a way. They use Chiesa as a weapon. He comes on, scores a fantastic goal against Newcastle. There were in danger of not picking all 3 points up. The young guy, Nigamoa, I can't remember he comes on, scores a fantastic goal, literally running onto the ball and bends it round and puts it in like in the middle of the net, which was an absolute quality finish for a young guy. In that moment, thinking, I've got a chance to win this game. So they find a way. They brought a super sub, little wonder kid on, potential wonder kid. They found a way. Against Arsenal, Arsenal gave them no headache. They dealt with it. Arsenal didn't get out of second gear. Liverpool were quite happy. They soaked it up. They didn't really need to go at Arsenal, and they thought if it's a draw, we're okay. But obviously Liverpool, in their own heads, are thinking, we need to win. We need to win. They've came to us. It looks like they're not offering anything. They're not giving us any headache. Now let's just do something. Slobberslide. Perfect scenario. If that's Arsenal taking that free kick, I guarantee you right now, Nicola Jova, and Arteta would not let Arsenal's midfielder, Declan Rice probably, take that free kick and smash it. He would not have let that happen. But Slobberslide, whack, and scores a spectacular, and I mean spectacular, free kick. They find a way because they thought, right, can't get by Arsenal. They can't break us down, which we know that most teams can't. And they thought, you know what, we've got a free kick here. Let's just take a chance. Let's just take a chance and smash it. And they did. They smashed it, and they picked up all 3 points. They don't care. They don't care. Arsenal didn't pick any points up against Liverpool. So yeah, people say, "Oh, it's luck, it's luck, it's luck." It's about finding a way, people. It's about showing the champions lion mentality in your team, which Liverpool are doing against Burnley. Another perfect scenario. Battering Burnley, smothering them. Burnley not even getting nothing off them. Obviously, Lyle's, what's his name? It's gone out my head. Lyle Taylor. It's not Lyle Taylor. I don't think it is. It's gone. They had a few little bit of uh, decent spells, but they were not giving Liverpool a massive headache. They're not giving them a problem, and we all thought Liverpool would obviously break them down, and it didn't happen. And they kept trying and trying and trying. They kept the ball long. Lyle Foster, that's it, Lyle Foster. The ball long a few times. They were spreading it out to the wings. They were drawing Burnley in central, and doing nice little short pass, and it wasn't working. So do you know what they did? Something again in that much time left, where they're literally in touching distance of coming away with a draw. They thought, you know what? It's basically last chance saloon here. I'm just going to whack the ball. And Hannibal, obviously, used to play for Man United, Birmingham City, etc. I don't know if he's still on loan somewhere, and obviously on loan to Burnley or not, or they've signed him. Just whacked it at him. Just thought, you know what? F it. We've tried all the neat passes, the long over top. We're just going to go scruffy as you can get and just smash the ball. And next minute, Hannibal's hands up and he's in box. Penalty. So this is when people say, oh, it's all luck. It's finding a way. It's being smart. It's being clever. It's knowing that we're not getting the best out of what we can get at the moment, and we're not starting perfectly through the season, but we will not lose. That's what's installed into Liverpool Football Club. We will find a way. We will not lose. If it means bring a super sub, a potential wonder kid on, like they did against Newcastle. If it means bring Chiesa on, who in front of goal, Chiesa's a quality finisher. Only because he's had so many injuries, that stopped his career, because he's a fantastic footballer. So they found a way with Chiesa at Bournemouth, found a way with a potential wonder kid at Newcastle. Against Burnley, it was literally last chance saloon. And you know what? We've tried everything. Just fucking smash ball. Just smash ball. Hannibal. And it hit his hand, man. Maybe if you did that tomorrow or today now, Sunday in UK, he'd have his hands behind his back and it wouldn't have worked. But they took a chance. But whereas if that were Arsenal against, say, Newcastle, Arteta, yeah, hands are up, mate. Hands are up. Just settling for a draw now. Yeah. Just settle for a draw. Settle for a draw. I don't know what to do. 4-3-3. You've played it all game. Not even tweaked. Not even changed anything. Not even changed anything. And he would have settled for a draw against Bournemouth. You know, if that were Arteta, he'd have been like, yeah, well, it's a draw. Just settle for a draw. First game, yeah, it's not the best. It's not ideal. Settle for a draw. Settle for a draw. 4-3-3. Yeah, we haven't lost, but we've drawn. That's Arteta's mentality because he's never, ever, ever won a Premier League title. He's never been a manager anywhere else. He's never been in the situation where he's got over the line. Onslaught has. Onslaught's done it in his first season. So this is when I say, when people say, oh, it's just luck with Liverpool, you need luck in football. You need to have luck sometimes in football. You need a VAR decision go your way. You know, you need an early red card sometimes. It's all about slugging it out for 9 months solid, whether it's luck, whether it's smashing teams early doors, whether it's grinding out a result. You know, you need all these different factors to coincide with each other to win you a title. And Liverpool's mentality is win, 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 win. We will find a way. We will find a way, no matter what. And it's proven. It's showing it. They won the league, people, by 10 points last season. In Onslaught's first season, in his head, he's just going to think win, 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 win. We want that league title again. And they probably want the Champions League as well. So I don't buy that when people say I'm sick of Liverpool's luck and stuff and that, because I look at it a different way and say they're a damn good team that they've not even got going yet and they haven't dropped any single point whatsoever. And they keep finding a way. And that was a perfect example against Burnley, because if that had been Arsenal and there were seconds to go, I guarantee you now, Arteta would have been on that touchline. Don't you hit it, don't you hit it, don't pass it, pass it, pass it. He would have still been asking for that nice, perfect build-up of short passes, short passes. Arteta would not have allowed, I can't remember who hit it at Hannibal, just to whack it at him. Because he would have been on touchline, mouthing off, mouthing off. Right, pass it to that player, pass it to that player, pass it to that player. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Short little passes, get your way into the box, because he dictates everything on the touchline. He's got the power of controlling nearly all the players all the time. And this is why one of many problems Mikel Arteta will ruin Arsenal's chance of ever winning a Premier League title, because there's no way against Burnley Arsenal just think, you know what, let's just go scruffy. Let's just go just let's just whack it at a Burnley player. He wouldn't have allowed it. He would not have allowed it. No chance. So that's my point. That's why Liverpool are where they are right now, sitting 9 points in front of Man City already, because they find a way. Where if it's a substitute, a potential wonder kid, or play scruffy, or take teams out early, they find a way, because their mentality now is we're the champions. And that is our mentality. We win. We win. So that's where I don't buy that. I don't, when people say, oh, it's not. Um, right, I'm going to read these comments, people. And I am going to wrap it up in about 2 minutes. I think maybe. Where are we? Where is it gone? I mean, they have an incredible squad too, world-class players in every position, something we still lack. I'd love to have their strength in their forward line. Yeah, look at Ekitike, mate. He looks like he's strolled into Premier League, and it looks like it's not hard for him. Again, a great goal today. You know, in a bit of a, he didn't have he didn't have much space. You know, to really. They want like he was through on goal, and he's got no one at side of him. He took it on his stride and put it straight through Pickford legs. Great finish, absolute quality finish. That's sign of a good striker. That, let me tell you, where you know you're not got much space. It's not like you've got no one around you and puts it through legs. That's a very good finish, and he looks like he's enjoying it. And he's even said he can't wait till he shares same pitch as Isaac. Wait till Isaac, Ekitike, and Salah are all playing together. I got it wrong. I got something wrong today. I did think Isaac would score. Even when he came on, I did think he'd score, but he didn't. He didn't really get much into the game, to be honest. FPL Arsenal 1983, people say that Liverpool have had so much luck. You have to create your luck, and that's what Liverpool do. Absolutely, FK. This is it, my guy. Isaac and Ekitike are both miles above what we've got in replacement for Gyökeres. 100%. We don't have one striker at Arsenal Football Club, people. Gyökeres gets injured, we're in shit. Declan Rice gets injured, I don't see no enforcer in this team. I do not. Defence, well, if Saliba gets injured, we've got Mosquera. Gabriel, we've got Nkapi. We're stacked in defence. But this is the thing, like I always said, you will never see the right balance in this team because of Mikel Arteta. Isaac Ekitike, yeah. Mike Ehrman, we play it short from that situation. Yeah, yeah. Mike Ehrman try and walk it into the net. That's what I'm saying, Mike. Against Burnley, we'd have just tip tap, tip tap, tip tap. Mike Ehrman, Lyle Foster, yeah, that's the one. So there's a problem with Arteta as well. If players is only 50% ready, Arteta make them play, then they get injured again. Same repeat, 100%, Todd. That's what does happen. Matt Owen at top of it, you'll see that tomorrow, I'm sure, with Saliba, Matt Owen, Todd Birch or Odegaard or Saka. Yeah, it's coming, people. I honestly think Saka will be in and out all time now with injuries because Gareth Southgate and Arteta's overplayed him. I honestly think that will happen now. And I said it before the season started, Saka will pick injuries up. Todd Bird, yes. Mike, same issue repeating itself. Are we worried that Liverpool are going to go full season unbeaten yet? For me, there's certainly a chance. There is a chance, man. Honestly, and I did think this earlier on. Personally, I don't think they will. I think they will. I think they will lose, but I don't think they're going to lose yet. I really don't. I just don't. But I don't think no one's going to take that from Arsenal. The unbeaten. See, I don't. I really don't. And I am glad we can say that. Come on, Arsenal. Yeah, I agree. Ball possession is sometimes boring. What's the point having 70% ball possession and you can't? Yeah, absolutely. Come on, this is it, man. But all these new, all these new football fans, what's been watching our football 8 to 10 years, or obsessed with Arteta, that'll be a new thing. Oh, it's all about possession. It's all about possession. Like they tell you, the left and right wing, that's their job to defend. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. A winger's first job is to score goals, contribute to the striker, take the burden off the striker, and compete with him. That's the first job of a winger. Do they have to track back? Yes, they do. But it should be like an 80% attack, 20% defence. So I'm going to wrap this up, people. Thank you very much, people, for joining in on this Saturday night, Sunday morning. It's game day. I am very looking forward to this. But I'm going to stay. I'm sticking with it. If we lose today, by the 21st of September, Arsenal's title race is over. And I did actually predict it will be over in October. If we beat Man City today, Man City's title is finished because they are 9 points now behind Liverpool. I hope I'm wrong. Like Mike just says, I hope Arsenal, of course I hope Arsenal beat Man City today, but I don't see it. I do not see it. I think Man City I think they've really pissed off that they've lost to Tottenham and lost to Brighton early part of the season. I think they're really annoyed. This is what people need to understand. It's like a cup final for Man City today because they can't even draw. They can't fall even one more point behind Man City. So they would like to win today to keep it 6 points. Personally, I still think that's too much. And if Man City beat us, which I think they will end Arsenal's title hopes. So let's just see what happens, people. I'm saying Man City 2-0. I've got a feeling Haaland's going to be an absolute nightmare today. Doku is going to be rapid. And Foden will just take the game into his stride. And you know what, people? Again, chat, Man City are still without Cherky, Marmouche. So just think of that one as well. They're not fully strengthened. Everybody, do enjoy the rest of your early morning, very early morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And Arsenal, I'm afraid I'm going to have to say it, lose and your title is over by the 21st of September. Stay safe, everybody. Mike Harmon, yeah, let's finish on with that. Arteta out. Get the fuck out of this club.